Namaste. I'm going to explain about Virabhadrasana alignment and the correction techniques. So how we can adjust and how we can fix a posture. So Virabhadrasana A. So Virabhadrasana is one of the very good posture for strengthening your thighs, strengthening your core muscles, strengthening your back, strengthening your hands overall in one posture. At the same time, there is some limitations. If someone has a knee pain, there is a chance they may stress. It's very good for them because it strengthens the quadriceps, but when they stress in the posture, while they are practicing, if they are stressing, so that is not so good for them. Apart from that, there is someone has a back pain or some surgery with the back or any surgery, abdomen surgery and all, so they are prone to stress the back and that particular area. So that's the reason you can just be mindful when you're practicing. Maybe you can practice some other simple postures before you start practicing this one. And if someone has so apart from everything is fine, so like maybe high BP patient and all should maybe avoid it. If they are comfortable, it is not a big deal. Maybe high BP patient should be aware while doing, just be mindful when you're practicing. Otherwise it's fine. So in generally, just be mindful when you're practicing, so you can easily avoid issues, anything. Okay, so first I will show you a demo, then we can get into the alignment stuff. So first, come to standing position, come to middle of the mat and take a length of your leg distance. So this is a standard distance. If you want to get more stretch in your body, so you can take a little more distance, more than 3 to 4 feet distance. Around 3 to 4 feet distance is fine. Then turn your left foot 45 degree, or you can just turn 10 degree also, which is comfortable for you. So turn your left foot 45 degree and try to press your left foot and extend your leg. Then right foot 90 degree, toes pointing to side and knee should be pointing to side. Then instead of keeping heels in one line, you can take your right foot little bit outside, so then you can keep your hips easily square. If someone finds difficult keeping the heels in one line, if someone is very good flexible, so they can keep it in one line. Otherwise, better to keep your right foot a little bit outside, then you can get more stability and you will feel more comfortable. Otherwise, there is a chance you will feel stress, okay, and maybe in the knee, sometimes in the hip, sometimes in the back also, it can affect on that. So that's the reason I'm just turning it. Then just pull the thigh muscles towards the hip and square your hip. Okay, so then this is very important. There is a chance after doing this one you stress this area, so that's the reason you tuck the tailbone inside, lengthen this area. Okay, and then when you do that one, when you tuck the tailbone inside, when you tuck your lower abdomen inside, engage your moola and udhyana bandha, automatically the weight shift back. So in this posture, most of the people, they have a problem with weight management. So they put all the weight front, they put load on the knees, they stress the back. So here we try to pull the weight back. So you just tuck the tailbone inside, lower abdomen inside, your moola bandha, udhyana bandha, then keep the thighs active, press the feet. Okay, then take your both the hands up, don't lift your shoulder, try to spread your shoulder out and extend your hands. Extend, if you can join your palm, otherwise keep your hands parallel. Then lift the sternum up, inhale, keep your neck straight and exhale, bend your right knee and stay here. Press your left foot and keep your thighs active. Extend your hands and breathe. Then inhale, Exhale, drop your hands on your waist, turn your hip, bring your feet together, join your feet. Okay, so in this posture, most probably the weight management is, most of the people have issues with the weight. First, we'll discuss about the distance between the feet. Standard distance between the feet is length of your leg distance. So the distance you can measure from hip joint to ankle, so that is the distance between the feet. Okay, so if you want to get more stretch, you can take more also fine. So but there is a chance if you are not ready for it, so you will stress your knee or back. So that's the reason. Or some cases you tilt your hip too much. When you take more distance, there is a chance you tilt your hip more. Okay, so that's the reason. Keep length of the leg distance so you can keep your hip square and you can be comfortable. If someone beginners comes, you can even reduce the distance because they will find too hard, especially if someone has a stiffness in the hip, they can minimize the distance and they can keep the hip square and they will be comfortable also. Okay, so the distance is around length of the leg distance, or if you want to get more stretch, 3 to 4 feet distance, so where you can get more stretch. Okay, so then 45 degree and 90 degree, knee should be pointing forward. So here try to press the outer edge of the foot. There's a chance this leg doesn't become active, or there's a chance this leg becomes fully free and dead and the all load goes on this area. So that's the reason you press the feet and you try to activate your calf and activate your thighs and try to pull the weight back. So and extend your leg, so then you can keep this leg active. When the back foot is active, so the weight will be balanced easily. Okay, yes, next one. Yeah, keep your toes pointing forward and your knees should be pointing forward, and you keep your thighs active and calf active, and make sure your knee should be free. There shouldn't be any tensions on the knees. Knee should be absolutely free. Okay, so next one is your hip. So there's a lot of chances this hip get tilted, so that's why what you have to do, just pull your thigh muscles, right thigh muscles, the front thigh muscles, and try to fix your hip. So when the hip is forward and backward, so when you pull the thigh muscle, so that helps to fix it. Okay, and also that helps to create more gap in the joints, your hip joint, and that helps to fix that. So when it is more, so there is a chance it put a lot of tensions on the hip joint, it put a lot of tensions on the lower back, because when the hip goes down, so that pressure or the load or tensions goes on one side. Okay, that's the reason you can fix the hip with activating your thighs. Okay, again this thighs also should be active. Okay, so next one is tucking your tailbone inside, so activating your Moola Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. So what you do, you pull the thigh muscles and fix it. So you can see now, like my hip is here and here. The moment I pull this, so it get fixed. Okay, so then there is a chance of rounding the spine like this. So try to tuck the tailbone inside. So that helps to, when you move your glutes toward down, and when you activate your glute muscles along with your Moola Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha, automatically this becomes free. If there is any tensions in this area, hip and your lower back area, that becomes free. So that helps to get more stretch in your back. Otherwise what happens, since this is tensed, so this will not allow your spine to get more stretch along it. So when you activate the Moola Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha and glute muscles, that helps to create more space, then your spine can get more extension upward. So then your spine will be free. Then you focus on lifting up the sternum. Extend your spine, extend your spine, extend your spine. Then your shoulder. So take your hands up, don't lift your shoulder like this. So when you lift your shoulder, so that tenses your shoulder, and also your neck will be tense, like you can see here like that. So what you do, you rotate your shoulder out. Okay, so now you should spread this. Also this one, there is a chance you rotate your shoulder and pull your shoulder cap closer. Don't pull your shoulder cap closer, try to stretch your shoulder cap out, then try to expand this area. Okay, then and pull your shoulder down slightly, activate your shoulder muscles, then it creates more space for your neck, so your neck will get elongated immediately. So if your neck is dropped like that, bring your chin back and extend your back of the neck, and keep your hands active and extend. So there are some cases you just lift the hands and lift the shoulder and stretch your hands. So try to keep your shoulder down and keep some gap between your shoulder and neck, then extend your hands, try to stretch more and more. Then you can feel the relaxation here. If you lift up, you will feel stress. That's the reason you keep gap between your neck and shoulder, then extend your hands, then only you can feel the extension in your hands. Otherwise you will just feel stress on your shoulder. Okay, so this is how you can avoid tensions on the knees and tensions on the lower back, tensions on your shoulder and neck. And you can also solve the problem of weight. Like there's a chance you put weight on that area, so when you put load on one side too much, you will not be able to enjoy the posture, because there will be a lot of stress. Unnecessarily you will stress your body, and that's how you're going to hurt or injury later. Okay, so when you apply these things, you can easily protect your body and your body parts from injuries, and you can build strengthening, and you can work on that particular area. Otherwise you will put load on some other areas, and you simply unnecessarily you will stress that area. So that's the reason, if you follow this alignment, you can work on the posture properly, and also you can find a relaxation, and you can enjoy the posture. That's it about Virabhadrasana. If you have any questions regarding this, you can just comment down, and I'll answer your questions. If you have any requests, you can just comment down, and I will make a video according to that. Thank you.